Loretta is a single mother raising her two children named Becca and Tyler. Becca just got a new camera and interviews her mother to make a documentary about her life. She shares that she had run away from home when she was 19 and lived with Becca's father ever since. However, her husband left her. And until now, Loretta only lives with her children and has not communicated with her parents for such a long time. She found that her parents have volunteered at a hospital and have been wanting to meet their grandchildren, thus Becca and Tyler make the decision to go see their grandparents whom they have never met. For the first time, their mother must say goodbye to her children as she accompanies Becca and Tyler to the train station. She can't accompany them as she has other plans with her new boyfriend. While Loretta feels sad to leave her children, Becca and Tyler look so excited because they will get to know more about their family. Arriving at the village, they are picked up by their grandparents and brought some cookies. This becomes a good memory because it is their first time seeing the faces of their grandparents, which has made them curious all these times. Upon their arrival, Becca is busy recording all her activities with Tyler using the new camera. On the other hand, her grandmother, whom they call Nana, is also happy with the presence of their two grandchildren who she has never seen before. They also prepare a special room for Becca and Tyler. Everything feels normal. Tyler and Becca are given the freedom to explore whether it is inside and outside the house. At night, grandfather or Pop intentionally enters their room to tell them that they have to obey some rules in this house. They are not allowed to go to the basement because there is a lot of mold on the floor, and they have to sleep before 9:30 p.m. But on the first night, Becca and Tyler can't sleep while it is already an hour past curfew. Becca is hungry and intends to take the cake in the kitchen. While searching for the cake, she is surprised by the presence of Nana, who is vomiting all over the house floor for no reason. Becca is panicked and doesn't want to be seen by Nana, so she immediately runs into the room feeling frightened. The next day, Becca looks for Pop and tells him that she saw Nana throwing up last night, but he says that it is normal for older people and she understands that. Then, Becca and Tyler play hide and seek in the structures below their home, a place where their mother had also enjoyed the game when she was a kid. But as she runs for hiding, Becca notices a figure crawling after her. After successfully escaping, the figure runs after Tyler. Both of them immediately run out of the structure, and surprisingly, it turns out that the figure is Nana. Both of them are confused about what just happened, but Nana jokes that she was just trying to scare them. A few hours later, a doctor comes to the house. The doctor says that he works at the hospital where their grandparents had volunteered at. The doctor has come to ask about their grandparents who didn't come to the last volunteering event. But unfortunately, their grandparents aren't in the house and have just gone for a walk. After that, Tyler plans to make a vlog and check the contents of the hut beside the house. He doesn't want to waste the opportunity and immediately checks what is inside it, but it turns out that he only found piles of their dirty diapers. Feeling disgusted, Tyler immediately runs away. He then shares his discovery with Nana, but she claims that they are unable to control their bowels and they want to keep it a secret, as it is embarrassing. Then, the two of them are invited by Pop to go to their mother's high school. As usual, Becca records a video documentation to show to her mother when they return to town. Just a few minutes later, Pop arrives and becomes paranoid, saying that someone is watching them. And at that moment, the person who is on the side of the road is immediately attacked by Pop. But how embarrassed Pop is after knowing that the person is only an ordinary citizen. At night, Becca and Tyler hear another strange sound from outside. When Tyler finally cracks open the door to investigate, he is shocked to see Nana naked while aggressively scratching the door, as if she is possessed. Things get even crazier that night. The next morning, Becca informs Pop about what happened last night. He seems to be busy getting ready for a dance. While preparing, Pop explains that Nana has sundown syndrome, a condition that causes older people to start going senile and showing up after dark. That is why Nana acts strangely at night and has warned them to sleep before 9:30 p.m. Becca then warns Pop that he too seems to be starting to lose his memory, because he thinks he is going to the dance even though there is no such thing today. Pop apologizes afterwards and changes his clothes back. That afternoon, the kids are planning to call their mother via webcam. However, Nana apologizes for Pop who has accidentally poured hot oil on the webcam. As a result, they can't show their faces during the call. Without further ado, Tyler and Becca immediately tell their mother that their grandparents have been acting strange these past few days, such as Pop attacking random people, keeping their dirty diapers in storage, and Nana scratching the walls and even chasing them while playing. Hearing complaints from their children, their mother says that their grandparents are old and it is normal to have memory and health problems. In the afternoon, Becca approaches Nana and says that she wants to have an interview. So, she interviews her while helping her clean the oven in the kitchen. Becca wonders why her mother left her parents for such a long time. Surprisingly, Nana doesn't answer but instead is shocked for a few minutes. Night falls, it is already 10:15 and for the numerous times, Tyler and Becca hear a strange sound outside the room, and it turns out that Nana is running around. Nana also crawls into their room and tries to enter it. The next day, Strange things happen again when Becca and Tyler see Nana, who is looking into a well mysteriously. Curious, Tyler checks the well, but he couldn't find anything suspicious. On the other hand, he comes down from his room and finds Nana standing and looking at him blankly. Tyler is increasingly convinced that there is something strange in the house, and he wants to check the basement. But still, Becca forbids him because there isn't anything there but molds. In the afternoon, Becca hears Nana's voice laughing so hard. She checks on her and it turns out that she is just facing the wall creepily while sitting on a chair. Suddenly, Nana covers her own face with a shawl for unknown reasons. The strange things don't stop there. Becca also accidentally meets Pop Pop in the hut, putting a gun into his mouth. Pop Pop is startled by Becca and claims that he is only cleaning his gun. As strange things continue to happen and get worse, Becca and Tyler decide to put a hidden camera. That same night, Becca deliberately waits until curfew while the strange things are caught on the camera. Nana is seen putting plates on the dining table and banging on the door for no apparent reason. Worse yet, she also realizes that her grandchildren have put a hidden camera at that moment. She immediately takes a kitchen knife and heads to Becca and Tyler's room. Nana keeps banging on their bedroom door until Becca and Tyler wake up from their sleep. 2 days before Becca and Tyler return home. Both of them are so shocked when they watch their camera footage. At that moment, Becca decides that the two of them have to go home today. While in their room, Becca and Tyler see that her grandparents are talking to Stacy, a patient in the rehab that once was taken care of by their grandparents. Strangely, Stacy doesn't seem comfortable to meet their grandparents, who are the opposite of what they should be. Instead, she seems to speak in a harsh tone as if they are arguing. Stacy is then taken away by their grandparents. Becca and Tyler end up waiting for their grandparents to leave the house, and they rush to the kitchen to call their mother. Luckily, Becca has managed to clean the webcam on her laptop, so her mother can see Becca and Tyler now. Becca then asks her mother to pick her up that night because they don't want to wait until tomorrow. Their mother starts to panic and asks where their grandparents are. Tyler then points his webcam at his grandparents, and the answers to all these are finally solved. Surprisingly, her mother stutters and says that those two old people aren't Becca and Tyler's grandparents, which means that they have been living with strangers for almost a week. Their mother immediately calls the police, but no one answers. Thus, she decides to go to her parents' house by herself. At night, Becca and Tyler are with Nana in the kitchen. They try to leave, but Nana asks Becca to go into the oven to clean it. Unexpectedly, Nana closes the oven as if she is going to bake Becca alive. Becca and Tyler are stuck in the house, and they know that they have to leave immediately. They are trying to find a way to get out of the house but seem to be prevented by two people who are pretending to be their grandparents, as if they have realized that Becca and Tyler already know the truth. When Becca opens the front door, she sees that Stacy is already hanging on a tree, and concludes that she has been killed by their fake grandparents. Pop Pop then invites them to play a board game, and it looks very tense and uncomfortable. He is very competitive during the game, and at that time, Becca decides to leave by pretending that she wants to charge her camera. Hearing this, Pop Pop stops playing and leaves, while Nana suddenly eats non-stop as if she is possessed. Becca decides to go to the basement of her house because she believes her real grandparents are kept there and finds out that it is true. But unfortunately, they have been killed by these two people. Turns out, the fake Nana and Pop Pop were patients at the psychiatric hospital that their real grandparents had volunteered in. Their real grandparents shared that their grandchildren are coming over, and the two got excited to try the experience. So, they sneak out of the hospital and kill the real Nana and Pop Pop, and pretend to be them. They have also been avoiding the doctors by pretending to be outside, because he could recognize them. In addition, the fake Nana also used to have a kid when she was young, but she intentionally dropped her into a well. That's the reason she stared at it blankly. At that moment, Becca, who has been caught by Pop Pop, is dragged and locked into Nana's room. And on the other side, Tyler falls on the floor and Pop Pop grabs his hair. Pop Pop tortures him mentally by putting a diaper full of dirt on his face, because he knows that Tyler is afraid of germs. In another room, Becca is already locked in a room and tries to escape, but the horrifying Nana is trying to attack her. She defends herself and stabs her with a glass shard, and ends up killing her. She then rushes downstairs to see Tyler's condition. Wanting to help her brother, Becca attacks the old man, but she is slammed backwards instead. Tyler, who is already in a very emotional and uncontrollable state, pushes Pop Pop into a kitchen cupboard until he falls, and hits his head with the refrigerator door several times, until he is dead. Finally, Becca and Tyler manage to escape from the house and finally reunite with their mother, who has just arrived outside. In the end, her mother reveals that her real parents did not approve her relationship with her high school boyfriend, who now turns out to be Becca and Tyler's father. Therefore, her mother decided to run away from home and has no contact with her parents for 15 years. From that experience, Loretta begs her two children not to run away from home like what she has done before. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.